Dear ones, we are with a lovely part in the light and shade. Daddy fell into the pond. Before we could enter into this, Daddy fell into the pond, let us now listen about the author Alfred Noyes from New Zealand.
Hi all, it's me, New Zealand Aloysius from 7C. Today, I would like to introduce the biography of Alfred Noyes, who is the author of Daddy Fell into the Pond. Alfred Noyes was the son of Alfred and Amelia Adams Noyes. He was born at 16th September 1880 in Wolverhampton, England. He was a poet, playwright and short story writer.
The Welsh coast and mountains were an inspiration to Alfred Noyes. In 1898, Alfred attended Exeter College in Oxford. Though he failed to earn a degree, the young poet published his first collection of poetry, The Loom of Years, in 1902. Between 1903 and 1908, Noyes published 5 volumes of poetry, including The Forest of Wild Thyme and Flower of Old Japan and other poems. His books were widely reviewed and were published both in Britain and United States. His notable works are included The Highwayman, The Barrel Organ, Drake, Sherwood, etc.
He was honored with D.Litt Award in Yale University in 1913 and CBE Award in 1918. He passed away in 25th June 1958. Hope you have understood about Alfred Noyes. Thank you.
We have watched the film The Red Balloon. You know that a movie camera is necessary for making a film. Before the emergence of movie cameras, there were only still cameras to capture a scene. But now we have cameras even in mobile phones. Most of you are familiar with making videos with mobiles. Let's read a poem that see how a camera is used. Let's move on with the new poem, Daddy Fell into the Pond. Reading the caption itself, we feel to laugh, or we may feel to think, Daddy fell into the pond. Okay, let's move on with the poem. Everyone grumbled. Grumbled meaning to say that it was not pleasing. Everyone was speaking something or other, grumbling. The sky was grey, meaning to say that it might be going to rain or maybe it is getting dark. We had nothing to do and nothing to say. From this line, we can be sure that it is going to be dark because by evening, every work will be in its completion and everyone will be at ease and peace and they have nothing to say and nothing to do. We were nearing the end of a dismal day. As we have learned in the echoing green, we can say that it is nearing to the end of the day. Dismal means sad. And there seemed to be nothing beyond, only the sad moment. Everybody has nothing to say and nothing to do. Then Daddy fell into the pond and everyone's face grew merry and bright. It is so when someone fell, first what we will do, we will laugh. Here also we can see that everyone's face grew merry and bright. And Timothy danced for sheer delight. Sheer means complete, extreme delight, extreme happiness. Why? Because Daddy fell into the pond. Give me the camera, quick, oh quick. He's crawling out of the duckweed. He was asking for a camera to take the picture out of it because it is a rare thing. And the expression here is he's crawling out of the duckweed. Duckweed means the plants, the small plants, those are on the surface of the water. Click! Meaning to say that he has taken the photo. Then the gardener suddenly slapped his knee. We are so much happy. Certain people will slap or beat on the knee. This is what the gardener did and doubled up, shaking silently. Gardener means he was so scared, but he could not hide his laughter. And the ducks all quacked as if they were daft. What did the ducks do? As though they were all crazy, they were making noise. And it sounded as if the old drake laughed. The author is saying that it is laughed like a male duck. So here you are learning another word here. For the duck you are learning drake, male duck. Oh, there wasn't a thing that didn't respond. Here in this line, the poet expresses that there was no one or no living things that did not respond. Even the ducks were making noise, and all of them were laughing, even slapping the knee when Daddy fell into the pond. I hope all of you loved this little poem. Now we shall listen to Nandana Ji Krishna as she presents this little poem in a very super fantastic way.
Hi all, I am Nandana Ji Krishna from 7E. Daddy Fell into the Pond by Alfred Noyes. Daddy Fell in the Pond by Alfred Noyes, published in 1952, is a humorous poem. The poem is a simple and yet sweet poem that entertains both the children and adults at the same time. Any person who reads the poem would be at a smile by the end of the poem. It shows the love of a father and how innocent the children are, and how a father would do anything just to see his kids being happy. The poem is simple and short. It is divided into 3 stanzas. Now, let's hear the first stanza of the poem.
Everyone grumbled. The sky was grey. We had nothing to do and nothing to say. We were nearing the end of a dismal day, and there seemed to be nothing beyond. Then Daddy fell into the pond.
First stanza. The first stanza makes it very clear that the children and the other family members are feeling bored. Nobody has anything to do or anything to talk about, and the day passes by like any other boring day.
Now, let's hear the second stanza of the poem.
And everyone's face grew merry and bright, and Timothy danced for sheer delight. "Give me the camera, quick, oh quick! He's crawling out of the duckweed!" Click!
Second stanza. The second stanza portrays the reactions of the members of the family when Daddy falls into the pond. Some are very happy, some laugh aloud, some get so excited that they shout at each other to get the camera for a natural click.
So now, let's hear the third stanza of the poem.
Then the gardener suddenly slapped his knee and doubled up, shaking silently. And the ducks all quacked as if they were daft, and it sounded as if the old drake laughed. Oh, there wasn't a thing that didn't respond when Daddy fell into the pond.
The third stanza talks about the gardener who suddenly slaps his knees cause he was lost in this commotion and he was just getting back from it. He shakingly stood up from the laughter, and the ducks quacked as though they were in a draft and being moving. The entire sound sounded like an old Turk laughing around with such big noises. The last few lines says that when Daddy fell into the pond, there was not a single thing that did not respond to that fall. And in turn, Daddy made everybody's day more enjoyable than by sitting idle and having nothing to do.
Daddy fell into the pond is said to kids when they either fall or when they accidentally hit on something, and to get the embarrassment out, one could hear the small giggles and laughs that come out naturally. Such is the effect of the poem, which is so true and simple in words.
Hi everyone, I'm Maria Thomas Varapalli. So now, let's discuss the question answers from the chapter Daddy Fell into the Pond. This is written by Alfred Noyes. Question answers. A. Why did everybody enjoy the fall of the father? The answer is in the poem. Write the answer in your own words. B. Comment on the gardener's response to the fall. What was the gardener's response to the fall? C. Everybody laughed when father fell into the pond. Comment on the attitude of the people. What will be the attitude of the people when someone falls into a pond? Write it in your own words. D. What might be the feeling of the father when everybody laughed at him? What will you feel if someone teased you? Write it in your own words. E. Instead of making an attempt to save his father, Timothy tried to take a nap. What do you think about this attitude? F. Do you have any experience like the one described in the poem? Share it. Yes, you could have such experience in your life. Note it in your notebook. G. The first and second lines of the poem end with the words grey and say. These words end in the same sound. Find out other such pairs from the poem. So now, let's read the first and second line of the poem. Everyone grumbled. The sky was grey. We had nothing to do and nothing to say. So here, grey and say. There are some similarities in these words. So, what are such words called? Yes, such words are called rhyming words. So, find out the rhyming words and answer the question G. Activity 2. Look at the lines given. Everyone grumbled. The sky was grey. We had nothing to do and nothing to say. We were nearing the end of a dismal day, and there seemed to be nothing beyond. The author uses words like grey, dismal, etc. to evoke a particular tone. What mood do these words create? Happy or sad? Write your answer. Do you know what is the meaning of dismal? It's a new word. Causing a mood of gloom or depression. That is the meaning of dismal. Activity 3. Now read the following lines. And everyone's face grew merry and bright, and Timothy danced for sheer delight. Give me the camera, quick, oh quick. He's crawling out of the duckweed. Analyze these lines and find out the poetic tone. Pick out the words that express the tone of the poem. Now, what is a poetic tone? A poetic attitude toward the poem's speaker, reader, and subject matter as interpreted by a reader, often described as a mood that pervades the experience of reading the poem. These are the activities from 157. Thank you.
Hello friends, myself Caitlin Maria, a student of St.Teresa's CGHSS in Aklam, and I'm studying in 7th. Now let's have a look into our fourth activity of our textbook, page number 158. Activity 4. Look at the following passages. Column A. In a big city, there lived a little boy. A little boy was he. He was having no fun, nor joy. He lived with his father and mother. Still he was lonely. A lonely boy was he. The days were long and tedious. The nights were dark and dull. Box B. In a big city, there lives a little boy. A little boy is he. He is having no fun and no joy. He lives with his father and mother. Still he is lonely. A lonely boy is he. The days are long and tedious. The nights are dark and dull. Box C. It was still drizzling. The boy was seen running after a woman who had an umbrella with her. He reached her, held the balloon under her umbrella and walked with her. Then the boy walked up to two nuns with umbrellas. One of them allowed him to hold the balloon under her umbrella. Box D. It is still drizzling. The boy is seen running after a woman who has an umbrella with her. He reaches her, holds the balloon under her umbrella and walks with her. Then the boy walks up to two nuns with umbrellas. One of them allows him to hold the balloon under her umbrella. The verbs in column A and C are in past form, so they denote the actions completed. For example, lived, was, held, walked, allowed, etc. Coming to B and D, we can know that it is a simple present tense, meaning to say that those things are happening at present. For example, is, are, leaves, walks, allows, etc. Let's analyze. Read the sentence in column A and in column B. Some words are underlined in both the columns. They show an action. The word lived in column A has become leaves in column B. What difference in meaning is indicated by this change? Which of two columns denote completed actions and which column denotes the actions happening at present? The changes in action words denote the change in time. Compare the words underlined in column A with those in column B. Now, compare the sentences in column C with those in column B. Activity 5. Let's complete the table below taking words from columns A, B, C and D. Words denoting the actions completed. Words denoting the actions happening at present. In the first column, we have to write in past. That means words denoting the actions completed. For example, leave. In the second column, you have to write in simple present. That means words denoting the actions happening at present. For example, leaves. Now I hope you have understood it and you will do your activity. Activity 6. Here is a part of screenplay. There are certain errors in it. Correct them. Morning. The boy is seen walking along the pavement holding the string of balloon in his hand. Some passengers are also seen walking. The boy reaches a closed door. He knocks at the door and waits. But the door did not open. He moves toward the calling bell on the wall. He presses the bell. The door was opened. He goes in. The door is closed behind him. Now, you think, how can we understand the errors in this paragraph? Rewrite it. Whichever you are not getting the answer, kindly just find out the paragraph there in the textbook. You are not getting, kindly go back to the story passage and you will get the answer. Not only just copying it, understand how it has written in a correct words. So, first in the textbook you can underline the wrong words and write in the notebook correctly. Activity 7, read the following. Boy, ha, a cute puppy, a lovely puppy. Here, the word ha is used to express great joy. Have you noticed any such words or expressions in the script? The lonely child and the puppy, which convey intense feeling? List them. For example, oh, it has lost his mother. Again, it's your turn to find out. Look at the list of words below. How would you express these feelings? You may choose from those given in the box.
The words are surprise, fright, disappointment, anger, pain, being impressed, sympathy, lack of interest, disbelief, nervousness, encouragement, interest. Words given in the box are I see, fancy that, what a nuisance, well done, congratulations, my goodness, my God, oh no, what a shame, oh dear, good heavens. Expression for surprise is fancy that. Expression for fright is my God.
Dear friends, I know you all like to play games, right? Our next activity, activity 8, is to play a game. Let's play a game. You can play this game in pairs using dice. All the questions given here are asked by the balloon and answered by the boy. You can start from the first question. The answers are given in the succeeding boxes. Find your answer according to the number you get when tossing the dice. Then copy down each question and the answer that you get in your notebook. The one who reaches the finishing point first will be the winner. Now you can play this game. Since we thought we have not gone to school, you can play at home. You can play this game in pairs using dice. Keep open your textbook and if you don't have dice, make a dice with rubber or a chalk piece. Write the number or make the dots there. Let them copy down the first question given in the start column. Each competitor throws the dice one after the other. Then let the first member of the pair toss the dice. Let him copy the sentence given in the column number he got by tossing the dice. Note the tossed number as score. Let the other member toss the dice and copy the sentence. This can be continued till they copy all the questions and their answers. Write the number as score. After 4 throws, calculate the total to decide the winner. Who will get the more score, he wins the game. Activity 9. Ask similar question to your classmates using what, where, when, why, how or which. Write down the question and their response. For example, my question is, where did you get this balloon from? Friends, we have found some question and answer in our previous activity. Now it's your turn to frame some questions using what, where, when, how and which. I'm quite sure that you all will do all the activities. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sr.Niranjana from 7th B. Today I'm here to speak a few words about J.C. Daniel. So let's know about him. J.C. Daniel Nadar was an Indian filmmaker who is considered as the father of Malayalam cinema. He was the director and producer of the first Malayalam film Vikathakumaran in 1928. He also played the hero role in the movie. This movie is also credited as the first Indian social drama feature film. He was born on 26 February 19,000 at Agasteswaram. He studied in the University College at Trivandrum. He got the Public Mirror Prize in 1929 for the movie Vikathakumaran. He was also a filmmaker and a dentist. He published an English book titled Indian Art of Fencing and Swordplay in 1915 when he was 15 years old. He died on 27 April 1975 at Agasteswaram. After that, in 2013, Kamal wrote and directed a biopic on Daniel titled Celluloid. Thank you.
We have just heard of J.C. Daniel's biography. So to know more about him, take textbook page number 161, read the passage and answer the questions given. Kerala cannot forget J.C. Daniel. Why? What was Daniel's experience when he tried to make a film? Daniel's first film failed commercially. What may be the reason for the failure of Vikathakumaran?
Hi everyone, I am Meghna Jacinda from 7th. Today I am standing before you to tell about Govindan Aravindan. G. Aravindan, the renowned Malayalam film director, screenwriter, musician and cartoonist, was born on 21 January 1935 in Kottayam. He experimented in storytelling without regular narrative styles. Before entering the world of films, he was an established cartoonist. His cartoon series, Cheriya Manusharum Veliya Lokavum, won the hearts of Malayalis. His well-known films are Uttarayanam, Kanjana Sida, Kummatti, Pokuveli, Chidambaram, Oridattar and Vastuhara. He was honored with the national and state film awards. He also worked in documentary and theatre productions. He left the world on 15 March 1991. Thank you.
Akira Kurosawa, one of the most important and influential of Japanese filmmakers, was born on 23 March 1910 at Tokyo, Japan. He contributed much to the development of world cinema. He was a director, screenwriter, producer and editor. He directed 30 films in a career spanning 57 years. He made his debut as a director in 1943 during World War II with the popular action film Sanshiro Sugata. His other ventures are Rashomon, Golden Lion, Ikiru, Seven Samurai, Throne of Blood and Rings, etc. He died in 1998.
Hi everyone, I am Anna Ray. Friends, let's now go through the activity given in the textbook based on the chapter Daddy Fell into the Pond. Hope you all are familiar with this chapter. So now, let's go through page number 163. There is a profile of Satyajit Ray. Do you know who is Satyajit Ray? Now let's know more about him. Satyajit Ray is one of the greatest masters of world cinema. Satyajit Ray was born on 2nd May 1921 in the city of Calicut. He belonged to a Bengali family prominent in the field of art and literature. Starting his career as commercial artist, Ray was drawn into the independent filmmaking after meeting the French filmmaker Jean Renoir and viewing the Italian film Bicycle Thieves during a visit to London. Ray directed 36 films including feature films, documentaries and short films. Patis Panchali, Abulajito, Abur Sansar, Jan Sagar, Charuleda, and Anti-Teen Kenya are some of his important works. He was also a writer of fiction, publisher, illustrator, graphic designer, author, magazine editor, and film critic. He wrote several short stories and novels. They were primarily aimed at children and adolescents. His major books and novels are Our Films, Their Films, My Evils with Abu, The Criminals of Kandamadu, A Killer in Kailash, Travels with the Alien, The House of Death, etc. And his major awards are Bharat Ratna, Academy Honorary Award, Dada Sahib Phalke Award, etc. He passed away in 1992. So, now you all know about Satyajit Ray. And there is a small activity to do. You have gone through the profiles of some of the masters of world cinema. Now, let's prepare the profile of Undiraj Kovind Phalke, the father of Indian cinema. You may use the following hints. So now, let's refer page number 164. It is a glossary of Unit 5, Light and Shade. Glossary is for us to learn the meanings of the words. Everyone should learn new words from glossary. Till then has been learning the glossary part and write in our notebook. Let us continue to do that. Now, let's check the page number 165. Let us go through the sentence and put a tick mark on whichever is applicable for each one of us. Whether I can do it well, or I can do it with the help of my teacher, or I need improvement. So read it and put the tick mark so that we will come to know how much we have understood the chapter. Then the unit will complete. Thank you.
Here we end the Unit 5, Light and Shade. We will meet you all with the extra activities.